Hi, welcome to Agency Client Finder. So I'm quickly going to go through this. So first of all, we need some source data to get some places from or some businesses from. So I'm going to use the Add API Places Data API. I can do it manually, and that's quite easy. I won't go through that one at the moment. I'll just go the quick route and go to the API Data Places. And we need to select a country, UK selected at the moment, a data source, which is default Google. And we need to find an area. Now you can type whatever I want in here. I'm just typing PLY to start off with. When I click to search that area, it'll populate this town or postcode options. So I've got Plymouth PL1. I'm going to take Plymouth. The business type, I'm going to look for some plumbers. Okay, once I've put those in, first I'm going to start a new session. So I'm going to click to import the places, and it will just go away and find those for me. And when I click to add places, it will give me a dashboard full of businesses. Okay, I can filter these out a little bit. I can clean for invalid websites, so I want to make sure that all the ones I'm going to work for have got a website. So click to clean invalid websites. That will run and do that for me. I could in fact keep it so I'd only keep the ones that didn't have websites if that's the kind of business I was looking for. So now I can go and check all those websites and stuff about the business. I can just click this up here, and it will go off and it will just process each one of the businesses and find all the basic information about them. So now I have all the basic information, contact information, etc. If we want to, we can work from here, but we're probably better off to do an even more in-depth analysis. So let's take one of these. Let's try this Mike Jarvis Plumbing, and we can go into OpenView. And now we get the information that we've got, but in a better displayed view. We can see exactly what we've got, what we haven't got, and what's right and what's wrong. We can do some more in-depth analysis. So if we do all these, we can check the performance of the site, the SEO of the site, the accessibility, and we can do those all in one go. So you just click that button there. And that's all done. We can also find the link data on it. And we can check all sorts of other things. We've got a mobile friendly screenshot over here, so I can check if it's mobile friendly. I'll run off and do a test on that one. In fact, while that's working, we'll look down here. We can see apparently it hasn't got a link to the account linked to the website. So let's go and see if we can search if we can find one. Mike Jarvis Plumbing in Plymouth. That looks like that's probably the one. And sure enough, Mike Jarvis Plumbing and Heating at Gas Engineers at Mike Jarvis Plumbing and Heating Services. So that's the right one. So we can copy that up here and go back to our OpenView. And if I just click the edit button, I can update that particular element. And then we'll see now LinkedIn's all set up. And the mobile friendly check has finished, and yes, it's sure enough, it's mobile friendly, and there's a quick image of the web page on a mobile phone. And once we have all the information that we want, we can turn that into a customer report by going to Build Customer Report, and we can decide what we want and don't want in the customer report. We can take things out or put things back in, and I'm going to generate that report. And there we are, you see it appears up here as an image. So now we've got everything done, and we've analysed everything about the business. We know exactly what we need to supply, what we need to talk about, so we can go and contact the customer. So let's go to Campaign Manager. If I open the Campaign Manager up, you'll now see we have a campaign for each of the businesses that are going on at the moment. Before we do anything else, we just want to manage the emails. So we're going to send out a series of 4 emails to the particular customer. So let's put in the business types. It's a plumbing business, and that will auto populate the emails with the details of that particular business, etc. So we just need to save that off. So we save the emails, and it's paused at the moment. We need to activate the campaign. Now we can change this and edit this particular one, but this shows you what the email is, and so it's added to it the customer business report. And it's taken us to click and book a free strategy call. That's the object of this particular email. Once we've done that, we can go to campaigns. We go to the campaign manager once again, and now we'll see what we can do. So if we take just that one business, which is the Mike Jarvis Plumbing and Heating, I can turn the email status on, and as you can see at the moment, it's now on. It says this is the first email, and it allows us to send. So it tells us yes, the action is required. So I send that, and there we are. The email is now sent, and you'll see that there's no action now required. In fact, the emails come to me because part of the test, so you can see it's actually come in there. We're now on to the second email. It won't allow you to send that out now for another 48 hours so that you send out these emails in a sensible sequence. And all you need to do is come into your campaign manager once a day and go through, and if it says action required, so in this case it says you need to phone somebody. If there's no action required or whatever, this one will then come back to yes and tell you to phone the next one out. It says need to fill your appointment book, so that's come into me. And you see it has the report in there, the email, and click to your free strategy call. and you can connect any calendar to that one. They can book their own strategy call and actually engage with your customer.